Well, when we first got married, it was like just the first layer of a commitment. It was new. It was committed to one another, just kind of for, let's just make this work. And then after years and years of just different levels of commitment, that it's just now just this. We've come to a point where I believe that's all it is. There's no other way. It's just all about commitment and a lot prettier than it was to begin with.
Yeah, I think so. The early commitment was probably one, we wanted our marriage to work, sure, but we didn't want to get a divorce. Even though we kind of struggled with some things, and it was like the more we grew our marriage, the more I think the commitment was there. I think it's, you were saying something the other night we were talking, and you said something about covenant and commitment, and that really made a lot of sense. That yes, we made a commitment, but also when we got married, we made this covenant. And I think our commitment, even though we grew in our relationship with God over the years of our marriage, I think the fact that we looked at it as a covenant too made that commitment even stronger. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. And I think too that we always had God as our accountability partner. So we were in this together as one, but we had God, overseeing everything and making sure that we would continue with this commitment that we had initially made.
Yeah, that's good. I don't know that if we hadn't had the commitment to God, I think it would have been easier for us, just in our humanness, to bail on the commitment at times when things got tough. But because we had that commitment to God and the covenant,
Right.
There was another constraint there that said, stick it out.
Right, exactly. And, just not giving up when it would have been so easy sometimes. And it wasn't near as easy back then as it is today for people to give up to get a divorce. It was more looked down on, if you will, or whatever, 50 years ago.
There was more of a stigma if we'd got married then. And I think we've talked about that too. We would have been the first ones in our families on either side to get a divorce. And I think part of that was we didn't want to be the first ones. Well, that's not really there for people today.
Very few people are at that point. So it's a different world.
And trying to help people see that, what I want people to see, wherever they're in their marriage, commitment is worth it, because you go through things together and you continue to grow. And I love the way you talked about the different layers that just solidified the commitment, made it stronger, where now it's like, I don't see another option.
No.
There's not another option.
No. I agree.